Chosen one, stop right here. Do not scroll. Do not let your attention drift, because the next few minutes are not ordinary. You have no idea who you really are, and that is exactly why this message found you now. You thought you were only trying to survive another difficult season. You thought you were only carrying stress, disappointment, and unanswered questions. But beneath all of that, something deeper has been forming. Something in you has been waiting to be recognized. Something in your spirit has been pressing against the limits you accepted for yourself. You have spent years defining yourself by what happened to you. You called yourself weak because you felt deeply. You called yourself behind because your path did not look like everyone else's. You called yourself unlucky because some doors closed in your face. You called yourself too much because certain people could not handle your depth. You called yourself not enough because others failed to value you. But chosen one, those labels were never the truth. They were only the names pain gave you while you were still trying to understand what God placed inside you. Listen carefully. You are not the rejection you experienced. You are not the silence that confused you. You are not the betrayal that changed the way you trusted. You are not the season that made you doubt your future. Those things touched your story, but they did not create your identity. God did. And today, heaven is pulling back the curtain. You have no idea how much strength is hidden inside you. You have no idea how much wisdom has been built through every season you thought was wasting your time. You have no idea how many battles you survived that were designed to make you disappear. You have no idea how many times your life could have gone in a different direction, but mercy redirected you. You have no idea how many moments looked like failure but were actually protection. That is why you must not skip this revelation. For years, people misunderstood you because they only saw what was visible. They saw the quiet version of you and assumed you had nothing to say. They saw the wounded version of you and assumed you were weak. They saw the patient version of you and mistook patience for permission. They saw your kindness and assumed you would tolerate anything. They saw your humility and decided you did not know your value. But they were wrong. You were not silent because you had no power. You were silent because you were learning when to speak. You were not patient because you had no boundaries. You were patient because your heart was still hoping people would choose better. You were not kind because you were naive. You were kind because cruelty never had the power to rewrite your nature. The real you was always there. The real you is discerning. The real you is strong. The real you is capable of walking away from what no longer honors your peace. The real you does not need to chase love, force recognition, or beg for a seat at a table where your presence is barely tolerated. The real you knows that what God has assigned to you will not require you to lose your dignity to receive it. Chosen one. This is the part many people never understand about themselves. There are versions of you that were created by survival. The guarded version. The overthinking version. The version that apologized too much. The version that stayed too long. The version that accepted less because loneliness felt more frightening than disappointment. The version that became exhausted trying to be understood by people committed to misunderstanding you. Those versions are not who you truly are. They were armor, They helped you survive seasons when you did not yet know how to protect your heart. They helped you keep moving when your emotions were overwhelmed. They helped you function in rooms where you did not feel safe. But armor is not identity, and now heaven is teaching you how to remove it without becoming vulnerable to the same wounds again. You are becoming soft without becoming easy to manipulate. You are becoming loving without abandoning yourself. You are becoming peaceful without becoming passive. You are becoming strong without becoming cold. You are becoming wise without becoming suspicious of everything good. This is who you are beneath the pain. Do not let your current exhaustion convince you that nothing is changing. Deep transformation is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. A seed changes beneath the soil before anyone sees a leaf. The foundation is built before anyone sees the house. Your inner life is being rebuilt before your outer life catches up. You are in that season now. Your old reactions are losing their power. Things that once controlled you are beginning to feel distant. People who once had the ability to ruin your entire day no longer reach the deepest part of you. Conversations that once pulled you into confusion now reveal themselves more quickly. You are noticing warning signs sooner. You are becoming less impressed by beautiful words and more attentive to consistent actions. That is not bitterness. That is maturity. You are learning that attention is not the same as love. Chemistry is not the same as character. An apology is not the same as transformation. A promise is not the same as preparation. Someone missing you is not the same as someone being ready to honor you. You have no idea who you are because you have spent too long looking at yourself through other people's reactions. When they valued you, you felt worthy. When they ignored you, you felt invisible. When they approved, you felt confident. When they criticized, you questioned everything. But your identity was never supposed to rise and fall with human opinion. You are not more valuable because someone chooses you. You are not less valuable because someone leaves. You are not powerful only when people applaud. You are not forgotten because a door did not open when you expected. Your worth existed before anyone recognized it. Chosen one. Your spirit has always known there was more inside you. That is why shallow environments exhausted you. That is why meaningless conversations left you feeling empty. That is why you could be surrounded by people and still feel alone. You were searching for depth in places built for distraction. You were not difficult to satisfy. You were hungry for something real. You wanted truth, peace, purpose, loyalty, and genuine connection. You wanted relationships where your soul did not have to remain guarded. You wanted opportunities that aligned with your values. You wanted a life that felt meaningful, not merely impressive. That desire was not weakness. It was evidence of who you are. You are a builder. You are a healer. You are someone who notices what others overlook. You feel what is not said. You hear the tension beneath the words. You recognize when a smile is hiding pain. You have often known something was wrong before anyone explained it. But hear this clearly. Sensitivity is not a curse. It becomes painful only when you have no boundaries. Discernment is a gift, but you are not required to carry every burden you notice. Compassion is powerful, but you are not responsible for saving everyone who refuses to change. Part of discovering who you are is discovering what is not yours to carry. Not every problem is your assignment. Not every wounded person is your responsibility. Not every conflict requires your participation. Not every misunderstanding needs your explanation. Not every door deserves another knock. You are learning to conserve your energy for what is aligned with your purpose. This is why some relationships are changing. This is why some people say you are different. This is why your old tolerance is disappearing. You are no longer willing to remain in cycles that demand your peace as the price of belonging. You are not becoming selfish. You are becoming whole. You have no idea how powerful a whole person becomes. A whole person does not need manipulation to feel wanted. A whole person does not chase people who keep proving they are unavailable. A whole person can love someone and still choose distance. A whole person can forgive without reopening the same wound. A whole person can miss the past without returning to it. That strength is rising in you now. Chosen one, there is a reason you have felt restless lately. Your spirit is outgrowing the identity your past handed you. The old version of you is too small for the future being prepared. The old habits cannot carry the next responsibility. The old mindset cannot manage the blessing you have been praying for. So heaven is stretching you. You are being taught discipline because opportunity requires consistency. You are being taught patience because purpose has timing. You are being taught silence because not every plan needs to be announced. You are being taught discernment because every open door is not divine. You are being taught stewardship because increase must be managed wisely. You asked for more, but more requires a different version of you, and that version is emerging. You will soon notice that you no longer feel the need to prove yourself. You will work quietly. You will let results speak. You will stop announcing every dream to people who only know how to doubt. You will become more careful about where you share your plans, your vulnerabilities, and your energy. You will not become secretive. You will become selective. There is a difference. You have no idea who you are because you have mistaken your gentleness for weakness. But gentleness under control is strength. Anyone can react. Anyone can shout. Anyone can become cruel when wounded. But the person who can remain clear, measured, and peaceful under pressure carries a different kind of authority. That authority is growing in you. You will become less reactive. You will stop allowing one message, one rumor, one delay, or one person's mood to control your emotional state. You will pause before answering. You will pray before deciding. You will ask whether a response protects your future or merely satisfies your pride. That is not the old you. The old you wanted to be understood immediately. The emerging you is content to let time reveal the truth. The old you feared losing people. The emerging you fears losing peace. The old you confused access with love. The emerging you understands that people who truly honor you also respect your boundaries. The old you kept reopening doors because memories were strong. The emerging you remembers why the door had to close. Chosen one, God is not creating a false, perfect version of you. He is revealing the honest, healed, disciplined version that has always existed beneath fear. You will still have emotions. You will still need rest. You will still experience moments of doubt. But those moments will no longer define the direction of your life. You will learn how to feel without becoming trapped by every feeling. You will learn how to grieve without believing joy is gone forever. You will learn how to wait without calling yourself forgotten. You will learn how to fail without calling yourself a failure. You will learn how to begin again without shame. This is true strength. And listen carefully, because this is where your future begins to shift. The moment you stop identifying with the broken version of yourself, you stop choosing situations that reinforce brokenness. The moment you believe peace belongs to you, chaos becomes less attractive. The moment you know your value, mixed signals lose their power. The moment you recognize your purpose, distraction becomes easier to reject. Identity changes decisions. Decisions change direction. Direction changes destiny. That is why this revelation matters. You are not here only to survive. You are here to become intentional. You are here to build a life that reflects the wisdom you earned. You are here to use what you survived to create safety, clarity, and hope for others. But you will not help them by destroying yourself. You will help from overflow. You will give without becoming empty. You will support without becoming controlled. You will listen without absorbing every burden. You will love without abandoning discernment. Your future requires both compassion and boundaries. Chosen one, you have no idea how many people will be helped because you chose to heal. Your transformation will speak before your words do. People will see that it is possible to survive rejection without becoming bitter. They will see that it is possible to become strong without losing tenderness. They will see that it is possible to leave chaos without hating the people left behind. You will become evidence that healing is real. Not because your life becomes perfect, but because your response becomes different. You will carry peace into rooms that once would have triggered you. You will face voices that once intimidated you and remain steady. You will hear criticism and ask whether there is truth in it without allowing it to define you. You will receive compliments without becoming dependent on them. Your confidence will become quieter and stronger. You will stop confusing visibility with value. You will understand that some of the most important work happens when nobody is watching. You will respect hidden seasons. You will honor preparation. You will stop demanding immediate results from seeds that need time. You are learning to trust the process without worshiping the outcome. This is who you really are. Someone capable of faithfulness. Not dramatic faith that appears only during emotional moments, but steady faith that wakes up and keeps going. Faith that does the work. Faith that rests when necessary. Faith that speaks truth. Faith that refuses shortcuts that would compromise character. Your future will be built by that kind of faith. Chosen one, there is another part of you that has been hidden. Your voice. You learned to stay quiet because speaking honestly created conflict. You learned to swallow your needs because you feared being called difficult. You learned to minimize your pain because others made everything about themselves. But your voice is returning. You will speak clearly without attacking. You will say no without writing an entire explanation. You will ask for what you need without apologizing for existing. You will tell the truth even when your voice shakes. You will stop agreeing with things simply to keep everyone comfortable. Your voice is not returning to create conflict. It is returning to create alignment. People who benefited from your silence may resist your honesty. Let them. Their discomfort does not mean you are wrong. Your healing may challenge the version of you they preferred. Do not shrink again. You have no idea who you are because you have not yet seen yourself fully healed. You have only known yourself while tired, pressured, disappointed, and recovering. But imagine meeting the version of you who sleeps in peace. The version who trusts their discernment. The version who no longer checks whether everyone approves. The version who has stopped negotiating with what drains them. That person is not a fantasy. That person is being formed now. Every boundary is building them. Every disciplined choice is building them. Every moment you refuse to return to old chaos is building them. Every prayer that replaces panic is building them. Every time you choose long-term peace over temporary comfort, you move closer to them. Chosen one, place your hand over your heart and hear this declaration. You are not what happened to you. You are not the mistakes you made while trying to survive. You are not the opinion of people who never understood your calling. You are not the closed door. You are not the delay. You are not the abandonment. You are not the fear. You are becoming clear. You are becoming stable. You are becoming disciplined. You are becoming wise. You are becoming brave. You are becoming peaceful. You are becoming honest. You are becoming whole. And the more whole you become, the less power your past will have over your choices. Say this within your heart. I release every false identity. I release the version of me built only to survive. I release the need to be chosen by people who cannot honor me. I release the fear of disappointing those who benefited from my lack of boundaries. I accept wisdom. I accept discipline. I accept peace. I accept the person God is revealing within me. Let those words settle. The real you does not need to rush. The real you does not need to compete. The real you does not need to copy someone else's path. The real you knows that timing is not the same as delay. The real you can celebrate others without questioning your own future. The real you understands that what is meant for you will require preparation, not panic. You are closer to that identity than you think. Soon, you will notice a new response inside you. Something that once triggered fear will meet calmness. Someone who once controlled your emotions will no longer have the same access. A situation that once made you chase will now make you pause. You will realize the transformation did not happen overnight, but one decision at a time. And when you see it, do not dismiss it. Celebrate the progress. Honor the growth. Thank God for the evidence. You have no idea who you are, but you are about to discover it through the way you live, not merely through the words you hear. Your real identity will be revealed by the boundaries you keep, the discipline you practice, the peace you protect, the truth you speak, the work you finish, and the love you give without losing yourself. Chosen one, do not scroll away from your own transformation. Do not return to a smaller identity because it feels familiar. Do not let people remind you of who you were and convince you that change is impossible. They remember your past. God sees your future. They remember your reactions. God sees your maturity. They remember your wounds. God sees your healing. They remember your silence. God sees your voice. You have no idea who you really are, but heaven has never been confused about you. You are not random. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not too damaged. You are not disqualified. You are being refined. You are being restored. You are being prepared. And the version of you emerging from this season will no longer beg to be recognized. Your peace, your wisdom, your boundaries, your consistency, and your courage will speak for you. Stay close to God. Stay honest with yourself. Stay committed to the healing. Stay disciplined when motivation fades. Stay quiet when every voice demands a reaction. Stay open to correction. Stay unwilling to return to bondage. Your identity is not something the world gives you. It is something truth reveals. And now the revelation has begun. Chosen one, this is your moment. You have spent enough time wondering why you felt different. You have spent enough time apologizing for your depth. You have spent enough time carrying labels that never belonged to you. You are finally meeting the real you. The you who can love without begging. The you who can forgive without returning. The you who can rest without guilt. The you who can speak without fear. The you who can wait without losing hope. The you who can walk alone for a season without calling yourself abandoned. The you who knows that peace is not weakness, boundaries are not cruelty, and healing is not betrayal. Do not skip this revelation. You have no idea who you are because you have never seen yourself this free. But you will, and when you do, everything will change.